Okay, so what is next for Don Jr.? Because now, what did they say? Two of the people who were in that Russia Trump Tower meeting are now indicted, including the Russian who was in there to talk about adoption. So, let's see what's next for him. Is he about to be indicted? Is he about to be arrested? Because if she is indicted, I would think the people she was talking to, at the very least, are complicit in what she was trying to do. And then he come out with this, oh, it was a nothing burger or something stupid like that. Back when Fox Noise was still trying to... Anyway, I'm going to say something awful there. But anyway, what's next for Don Jr.? There's the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of public recognition. That's not good for you. Because you're not going to be publicly recognized as the hero in this story. The Five of Cauldrons is the Five of Cups. That is a card of disappointment. Moping. What are you sad about, Dawn? What is at your base? Now, what would be at the base of a person who went to a meeting with a Russian when the Russians were being watched by the government, and then he goes out and tells everybody it was about adoption? Like, come on. Really? Russia said that Americans cannot adopt Russian babies as a result of the sanctions. Like, who gives a damn? But anyway, I guess if you want a Russian baby, go get you one. But anyway, so what would be at the base of a person who took a meeting in a Trump Tower with a Russian and then said it was about adoption? The Fool. That'd be you. To your left, in your mind, Four of Cauldrons. There's your boredom. There's your moping. Discontentment. An offer in your past. The Ace of Shields would be the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Your meeting was about money in a way because it was about sanctions. Sanctions does hurt the Russian economy. The Three of Cauldrons. The Three of Cups is a card that is that's your meeting. I said what's next for you? It's telling me what happened. It starts with what's next, and then it starts telling me what happened. The Seven of Shields, that's the Seven of Pentacles, that's in your fear. That the thing you were working on is not going to work. The Nine of Shields, the Nine of Pentacles, that is security. The World. In your hopes, in your outcome, is the Five of Swords. That's theft, deceit, defeat. This card said something to me, though. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is security. This told me immunity when I picked it up, though. Not security. Immunity. Somehow or another, I think you are going to be able to convince someone to give you immunity. I actually do not like that. I always say, though, you don't have to like it for it to be true, but I still don't really like that. There's defeat in your outcome is deceit also. Theft. I mean, you're a liar, so I mean, that's no newsflash, but there is defeat. I do not feel as though this is you being defeated. I think we feel that way. Because your tail end is not in jail. There's the strength card. This is you. Strength. Let's see what follows you. They call it Merlin. This is the Hermit. Introspection. Deep thought. Why would you need to think deep? Because you're being investigated. Constantly questioned. What can you tell me about what happened in Trump Tower? Remember, honesty is your best policy because otherwise, no immunity for you. I will take you down, and I will take you down without remorse. I think he knows that. He is not built for jail. The Wheel of Fortune. Things turn for you. You know, this is one of those instances where I hope all of this is wrong. I just don't like that family anymore. I never did, but, you know, I didn't have any ill will towards them. Now I kind of do, because they're crooks. Justice. This makes me nervous. Why does it make me nervous? Because of what is going to follow it. Whatever this card is going to confirm whether this is truly immunity or not. Because mind you, he got the strength card for himself. What follows justice? The Hanged Man. That sounds good, but it's not. I mean, it's neither good nor bad. I mean, the tarot doesn't have feelings towards something. It's going to answer the question. The Hanged Man is a card of stagnation. It's a card of going nowhere, as in you make no progress. It is also a card of a new outlook. But the stagnation is what I have sort of picked up on. After justice, you would think you have the Chariot or something that's saying, yes, we're taking this bastard to jail. No, I get the Hangman, which means we have you and you are now a corroborating witness. I don't want him to be a witness. Well, I do want him to be a witness because there is obviously bigger fish for him to find. But I want you to go to jail. I want all of them to go to jail. Ivanka too. Take Barron with you. I'm sure he did something. There's the Seven of Cauldrons. That is the card of confusion. Right under his deep thought, he's going to play Hazy Mind. But again, if you do not want the defeat, you better get it together and get it together fast. Take your Ginkgo Biloba and come in this office and tell me what you know. The Ten of Swords under the Wheel of Fortune. So his fortune does turn bad in a way. As in, he is now being investigated. As of right now, I don't think he is. I mean, as far as he knows, of course, they're looking into what they're looking into, but he's not being called out on the carpet yet. The Nine of Swords under the Justice. This is the anxiety. This is the fear. That is what he fears. I said what is next for him. He does indeed fear justice. Because he knows he did something wrong. And there's the Eight of Swords under the Hangman. So he is trapped. The Hangman is going nowhere. The Eight of Swords is going nowhere. He is definitely trapped. They got him. Immunity. Strength. I don't see him behind bars. I hope that's wrong. Death under the Seven of Cups, and his deep thought is a major change. So we'll go back through it. I'll just keep going. We'll go back through it. Equilibrium is a card in this deck. It is Temperance in other decks. Right under the Ten of Swords. Under his loss is compromise. Under the Nine of Swords is the Queen of Cauldrons. That is the Queen of Cups. I don't know who that is. And then the Page of Wands. The pages bring news. It's always something. The Wands usually bring good news. The Swords bring bad news or delayed news. Disappointing news. The Pentacles brings financial news like a scholarship or a raise or something like that. And then the Cups bring emotional news like births and marriages and things like that. So what do we have? Let's go back. We got public recognition. So they're going to call you out on the carpet. The Five of Cauldrons is you will feel sorrow and disappointment about such a thing because now it's become real. At your base is the Fool. You did this to yourself. You did not have foresight. Bet you wish you had some tarot cards, didn't you? And then you have the Four of Cauldrons. The Four of Cauldrons is the moping disappointment. The Ace of Shields is at his crown. This is money. This is a new financial venture. You were trying to be in bed with the Russians, of course. There is the Three of Cauldrons. There is a partnership. Next to your partnership is the Nine of Shields. The Nine of Shields is the card of security. It's financial security. It's financial balance. You are self-sufficient. What I got when I picked it up was immunity. Because of course you have money, so nobody's questioning that. What else has got to say? Immunity. This was in your fear. The Seven of Shields. The Seven of Shields is the Seven of Pentacles. That is a card of like harvest, reaping what you've been working for. You fear that your plan would not work, and it didn't. And this is your hope. Like I said, you fear that your plan would not work, and it didn't. And what you wanted was for, I don't want to say world domination, but that's what I just got. But you wanted a more powerful grip on the world and its dealings. You wouldn't even mind it if you were president one day. Then there's the Five of Swords, which is defeat and deceit in your future. They got you. You have the Strength card, though you do not come from a place of complete weakness. Here is Merlin. This is the Hermit. Then there is the Wheel of Fortune. If it'll come up. Your wheel started to turn, and your deep thoughts turn to justice. Then there's the Hangman. The Hangman is stagnation, going nowhere. Underneath Merlin, underneath the Hermit, is the Seven of Cauldrons. The Seven of Cauldrons is a card of confusion. Under your deep thought, under your hazy thinking, confusion. So yeah, you're doing this, I don't recall. Yes, you do. You were there. How do you not recall? It didn't happen 90 years ago. It happened like 2 years ago. Underneath your Wheel of Fortune, I think I just messed all these up. But anyway, is the Nine of Swords. That's your anxiety. The loss under the Justice. Eight of Swords under the Hangman. They do have you. You are a witness. This is what's next for you. You are a witness. But once they got you, things start to change. This is the death card. Major change. Like overnight, huge change. Equilibrium. Temperance. Compromise. Partnership. Meeting of the minds. You help me, I won't fry you. I don't fry you. Your kids get to see their father again before they're 30. The Queen of Cauldrons. Don't know who that is, but she is under your loss. You're already divorced, I believe, or maybe you're just filing for divorce. I don't know. But then there's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands brings news, usually good news. What's next for Donald Trump Jr.? Immunity. How? Oh. The reason that bothers me so much, just like Michael Flynn, is there are people in jail right now that need some leniency. You know, you have an ounce of weed in your pocket, a crumb of weed in your pocket, and you go to jail for 400 years. You jaywalk, you get a ticket. Like, these people committed treason, and they get time served and a slap on the wrist because they help investigators catch a bigger fish. Like, that just bothers me to my absolute core. Oh, and then the Six of Cups. A merriment for you and your family. Ugh.